This was the first thing that I filmed for this video. No! No! Please. Where I'm from? West Virginia. Uh-oh. God. This stuff needs to go. Like, it is so old. It's fine. I don't even care. Ignore my hair. I did some cutting myself. So I don't have any bananas. No bananas. I want to make an orange smoothie. I have this frozen orange. Let's start with these because they're not frozen, so they should be on the bottom. Start with a few of those. And then we'll put a few of these. Lots of oranges. A scoop of protein powder. I'm gonna put some tahini. Will I regret this? Potentially. I only have this peanut butter and sun butter. And I could try the sun butter, but this will be a better color. So, some ice. I'm gonna put a little bit of this extra creamy oat milk. Water. Yes! Genuinely, it is so delicious. It's really good. Tastes like oranges and cream. Oranges and cream, oranges and cream. It's just the very, 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 very slightest bit texture, do you know what I mean? But it's not a problem. Oh, look at that bubble. I have 3 pieces of bread. I'm just gonna have one right now. I woke up late today because I had a really hard time sleeping because of a certain issue that I hope gets resolved. Anyways, so I'm gonna have a small lunch so I can have dinner somewhat soon so I can try to get my body back on a normal schedule. Hopefully. Probably not. I have half an avocado. I'm gonna have, look at that. It's been in there for days. Days, I tell you. I guess I'm having tahini twice today, but I'm gonna try to get everything I can out of this. It was an almost empty jar of tahini sauce. And I added pickle juice to it to make a pickle tahini sauce. If you know, you know, I guess. I'm gonna try to get everything I can out of this and put it on the avocado toast. And then also pickled jalapenos. And I just want to check up on my blueberry situation. I literally like keep forgetting about them because I'm not used to I'm not used to eating fresh fruit. I usually just buy like frozen fruit. So I keep forgetting about them. It's been over a week. It's been like 9 days and they're still fine in here. What I really want to do, look at this, basically a full bag of chia seeds. I never freaking use these. I forget about them all the time. How many times in my videos have I said that, like, gosh, I gotta use my chia seeds. I always forget about my chia seeds. But I thought I could make chia pudding and then put my blueberries on it. I'm gonna open this can of coconut milk and do a coconut oat chia pudding because I don't want to use all my oat milk in the chia pudding. Google, how much liquid should I put in my chia pudding?
On the website nourishedbynutrition.com, the perfect ratio of chia pudding is 3 tablespoons of chia seeds to 1 cup of plant-based milk.
I already have a 4th cup in my hand, so I'm just gonna do a 4th cup and then do a little more than a cup of the milk. But this is extra creamy milk, so I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of that plus some. I'm gonna do some water and we'll take a break from that and eat our toast, make our toast. Try to get, ew, some of it's like dried out though. Now we have some lovely stuff on here. We're gonna mix it in with the avocado. Pickled jalapeno. Pickled jalapeno. These are all the weird orange ones that scare me, but Google said it was fine. Back to this, okay. Yum, 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 yum. Some of this now.
Water.
What have I done? I'm gonna put A scoop of protein powder, I guess. I'll do 2. Or like almost 2. I'm scared. It tastes like protein powder. I'm gonna add some water, stir it again. It's okay. We'll dress it up tomorrow. It's fine. I already did this, so that's how it's gonna be. So I said I didn't want to eat much for lunch because I needed to be ready for dinner. But what do you know? I just ate that and it didn't fill me up at all. So I'm still hungry. Some grapes, a date, let me think. An English muffin. I got this out because I was gonna put the coconut milk in here so I can not waste it. Put it in the freezer. Okay, peanut butter on one. And this one will have my date. And then this one is just gonna have butter because that's what I want right now. Snack. Here's my snack. A cutie has entered the room. Cutie has entered the room. Tonight I want to use this because I've had this and that sounds good. And I need something with like leftovers. I'm not gonna do the classic carrots, potatoes, celery, meat. It's gonna be very non-traditional, obviously, using what I have. I have some nasty looking celery. We're gonna use some of that. I also have this really wrinkled tomato that I want to use. I feel like tomato would be good in this. And then I have this bell pepper that, it's not bad. I have a bunch of bell pepper in the freezer, you know, so kind of just want to use this. People put tomato in brown curry, right? Sometimes? Or golden curry, I mean. I know, I've seen it. I forgot about my protein. You know, garbanzo beans are known for a curry or two. You know what I mean? Maybe not this type of curry, but who says? Who says I can't wear my Converse with my dress? Oh wait, are you supposed to break it before you? Oh, it smells so good. So if I hadn't forgot the chickpeas till the end, I would have kind of like sauteed them with the onions first. I think that would have made it a little better. Obviously, it's not as good as using a more meaty protein in there, but because the curry packet is so good and so flavorful, basically anything you put in there is going to be delicious. And it gave me a lot of good leftovers. So for dessert, we're having some Oreo and milk cereal, Oreo and milk soup, cookies and cream soup. A favorite of mine. I had some Oreos randomly from like Christmas or whatever. Yeah. And then, because I'm triggered, I put all the coffee in mugs. I'm triggered. Use of this freaking creamer. I've definitely been using it for longer than 7 to 10 days, for sure. Ugh. Too sweet. Leftovers. I'm adding some broccoli. There's like too much sauce. Not enough like stuff. This is so strange. You guys know I love adding some nut butter or seed butter to one of those like stir-fry noodle sauce packets. I had no stir-fry noodle packets to use today, but I did have some fettuccine noodles that I wanted to use, and I didn't have anything else to use them for. So I figured, why don't I try to make some little sauce on my own. So I used some soy sauce and some chili oil, sesame oil, and I added tahini and some of the pasta water to make it creamier. And the sauce was actually really good. My mistake was adding a bunch of green stuff to it to try to make it healthy. I had some cilantro. I also had some green onions that were growing out of an onion that I stuck into some soil. Those were good additions. And then I thought I should add some of my sugar snap peas raw, because I enjoy eating them raw. I thought it would be fine, but it really ruined it. I also added some greens, which were fine. But it's much better with steamed broccoli or cucumber. And for a dessert, I finished off the Oreos with another cookies and cream soup, but this time with the addition of sun butter. Delicious. We're gonna make a smoothie. So I'm gonna use one of these coconut cubes. Who in the world, girls? That's in there. I still have these strawberry greens. I kind of looked up things I could do with them. I don't know. Nothing really like was calling to me. So I'm gonna try to make like a green smoothie with them because I don't have a lot of greens anyways. I'm about to run out of greens. I'm just gonna start with some, not all of them. I did eat one the other day. It's not bad. It's like a leaf. I'm gonna put a little bit of cauliflower, like one piece. I'm scared. I don't have any banana. We're gonna make kind of a tropical-ish smoothie. And no, I'm not gonna put strawberries in my strawberry greens smoothie, but just because it'll be ugly. I don't know if you've ever mixed red and green before, but okay, so these were actually supposed to go at the bottom, but whatever. There she is. I think those strawberry greens are still gonna make it ugly because they're just really dark colored. I know my smoothies are strange, okay? I'm aware. I'm gonna put some tahini. Just a bit, just a bit. We're gonna try it. You can't even be like, she knows what she's doing. Because I don't. Some water. I'm debating on if I want to put another coconut. Coconut. I should have made these smaller, but this was the only ice cube tray that I had free. But also gonna put a little ice and protein powder. And when you guys see me making a smoothie, you might be like, what the hell? I also think the same thing when I look at my smoothies sometimes. I keep doing weird stuff and it still turns out okay. So I just keep doing weirder stuff. It's fun. Okay, I'm putting more water. What happened? This was supposed to be a strawberry green smoothie. Now what happened? Crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious? Scary, spooky, crazy, hilarious. Something like that. It's gonna be a big smoothie. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Interesting. It's very coconut pineapple. I could taste the orange. I don't taste the greens. I'm a little scared to put more though because then I'm sure that I will. I'm gonna put a little more water. I'm gonna throw in some greens because then at least I'll have like a funner color. Well, they're also going like limp anyways, so I need to eat them. One of my worst smoothies, not one of my worst smoothies, one of my worst smoothies that I've made in the last little while. So much. Wow. Not that it's bad though. I don't know, it's good. It's like a coconut slushy with like a light tropical fruit flavor. Definitely don't taste any greens. I will say though that the cauliflower, I don't taste it and I also don't really smell it, but I kind of feel like when I open the blender initially I smell the cauliflower, but I don't never notice it while I'm actually drinking the smoothie. It's like a fart. It smells like a fart. So maybe it's like a fart, like it just kind of like wafts out of the blender when you open it and then it just kind of dissipates. When I started filming this, I stupidly was not thinking about how the rest of the week from now I'm gonna be going to my parents' house to watch their dog. So that's kind of annoying because that kind of screws up my whole thing. I'm supposed to be using what I have here, but I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna try to bring a lot of stuff that I want to use. I guess this is kind of like cheating for my challenge. I might use some of their stuff because I'll be over there, you know? But maybe that's interesting too. Like grocery shopping at my parents' house before grocery shopping at the store. Do you guys like the top of my fridge? I think it looks cute. Large corporation store that will not be named years ago. Overpriced. Swan from the thrift. Flowers from my grandma's house and also teapot from my grandma's house, I think. Actually, I'm not sure. It might be from the thrift. I also kind of like rearranged over here too, but anyways. Okay, let's see what we're gonna bring to my parents' house. I'll bring my noodles. Maybe I'll want you do something with them. Bring my curry and rice. I actually made this to be eating this morning, but since I'm having my smoothie now, I'm saving this for my parents' house, and I'm gonna add these blueberries to it. I'll add some peanut butter. I'm gonna bring my coffee that I made, my milk. I don't think they have, they might have like a creamer, but I have to use this anyways. It's been open. Maybe I will make some sort of like salad or bowl type dish and use all these greens. I want to use these cuties. I gotta use these cuties. I'll take my avocado, my butt cheek avocado. I'll probably take these veggies, although they might have veggies for me to use, but they're getting kind of old, so. And my tomatoes. I want to make a soup. I have some things. Freaking pickles. They've been in here forever. Cabbage. Cabbage, cabbage. It's not looking so hot. I mean, the outer area. It's starting to look like lettuce. It's like a diss in the community. I actually have this tofu that's been in here for like forever. And you can tell. I had an open tofu and I was gonna leave for a trip, so I just threw the whole thing in here. And I kept saying I'm gonna defrost it and make it. But then I never did. I will eat it at their house. I'll like saute it or whatever. And then I also decided I'm gonna take these buns. It's just a pack of little hamburger buns. They're almost like slider size. I never like eat them fast enough, you know, because like how often do I have burgers? So I just threw them in the freezer. She'll have something at her house. Either chicken nuggets, I can make like a chicken sandwich, or some sort of impossible, and I could make burgers. And then also I could use my pickles on it, and I could also use the tomatoes. I might want to take my mayonnaise. I also realized I need to take these like 2 carrots. Okay, 3 carrots. So I'm gonna put some carrots in with the veggies. This feels like nostalgic for my old videos. Oh, that actually looks... Whoa, from the back it was like I was not seeing all the milk I was putting, so it didn't look like that much. I actually found this in their freezer. So I'm just gonna... It needs to go. Like, it needs to go. It's so freezer burnt. She left her Chipotle leftovers that she wants me to eat. She has beans and corn. And they got some chips. And I'm hungry now. I'm just gonna microwave the cheese with the beans. Oh god, I microwaved it a little bit too much. Look at it. Oh, ew, this is gonna be so cursed. Whatever. I'm hungry, so I'm just gonna put it on. Ew, what did I do? I made some mistakes here on this day. Cursed. It's a corn on corn crime. Let's see. Tomato, that's what I'm missing. Been a while. Here's my breakfast. This is actually very good. I like to not really mix in the peanut butter, so it's like, you know, chunks of peanut butter. I wouldn't really do protein powder next time though. Or maybe just less. I found this mysterious maple syrup that's been in there for who knows how long, but it smells absolutely delightful, so I'll say it's fine to use. I'm gonna drizzle some of that. Oh my gosh. But I won't feel blue. Blee blah blue, blee blue. Somewhere in the crowd there's you. Look at that. Why do I have to fill it up so much that I have to struggle? So she has these. So we all know I spoke of my buns previously. We're gonna make a chicken sandwich. There's 1 serving of these. There's 5 nuggets. I might be able to make 2 sandwiches. They smell really good. I feel like I've had these before. I don't remember, but they smell so good. I'm missing my air fryer right now, my little oven, because I hate this when you just want to like bake some chicken nuggets and you have to heat up this giant machine. And this giant tray for these measly little nugs. The components of our sandwich will include my mayonnaise, my pickles. I never buy lettuce, but they always have romaine lettuce. I'm gonna throw some lettuce on there. This is the only normal hot sauce that they have that isn't like chipotle, jalapeno, or something like that. This comically large bottle of hot sauce that my mom bought on a trip. So, Palm Springs, wow, okay. Because it's somewhat like her name, which is Donna. She had to buy this. Flip, 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 flip. Put my buns, put it back. Booter. I was just thinking about Elmo. Randomly, I had Elmo's the theme song stuck in my head. I think in my adult life, when I see Elmo, I don't really like think anything. Elmo's just Elmo. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. I always forget because I think Elmo's just become so like almost like Mickey Mouse, but not as hateable. Such a commercial figure. I'm just ripping up the lettuce. Oh yeah. This is too much. Well, I guess I could just make another sandwich tomorrow. Ah! Cutting one chicken in half. Oh, I don't even know how spicy this is at all. One day, as an adult, I was watching Elmo on YouTube, like an old like Elmo from when I was a kid. And I was like, this is the best. Like I just suddenly all this nostalgia came back to me. Like, oh my gosh, this was like my shit when I was a kid. This was like the most like relaxing, just like calming stuff. Like I loved him. He was like my Bob Ross, my Mr. Rogers. Is that his name? Anyways, I hope I can be, I hope I'm some of your Elmos. Does that make sense? Elmo loves his goldfish. My goldfish is maple, obviously. My crayons. What's my crayons? My kitchen. This doesn't look as good as I thought it would look, guys. I lost a pickle already. It's pretty good. So now we have another meal where my friend and I get together and combine ingredients that we have to make some sort of meal together. She brought some frozen broccoli, and I keep making the same mistake of thinking that like stir frying it is gonna make it a better texture and get rid of some of the excess like moisture or whatever and make it less soggy. But then I always end up making it more soggy by that. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like I've ended up just realizing that the best way to cook frozen broccoli is to just microwave it for like a few minutes and then throw it on a towel to dry it off and then just plop it on your meal. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's less soggy that way. She also had some canned lentils that I also just kind of stir fried real quick with some seasonings and oil. And then we're making some sort of little creamy, cheesy sauce. We have some coconut milk from the can. I had vegan cream cheese from Trader Joe's that I showed in a previous video. I tried some to make sure it was still good. And I was like, this literally tastes like vegan cheese. Like, why can't we just put this in the cheese sauce, you know? Then some seasonings and cornstarch, and then added those noodles. Oh, these are the leftover noodles that I just showed you some of them. Hopefully you remember that from like 2 minutes ago. And then added back in the green stuff and the lentils, and it doesn't look like the fanciest meal, okay? It feels very reminiscent of my old videos where I was just throwing random shit together. I don't know why I'm acting like that's not still what I do now. But yeah, it was pretty good. Oh, I also added a bunch of lemon. I forgot to, I guess I didn't film that. I don't know. The next day, I had a Lar bar because I brought it with me. I had some leftover curry. And this day also, it seems like I'm not eating enough. That's because I think I had a lot of snacks that I didn't film, like random chips from my parents' cupboard. I had an iced coffee, and I had another one of those chicken sandwiches with the leftover chicken nuggets. These were very delicious. And then obviously I was still hungry after that because you can see I have not eaten very much today, and this was my dinner. Then I made some little avocado toast thingies with my pickled tahini and my pickled jalapenos with one of those hamburger buns that I was trying to get rid of. I had some of my kombucha that I make myself. Another thing that I wasn't filming every time I consumed it, you know? And then some of these cookies that have been in my grocery outlet for the longest time. They're gluten-free and vegan, and they're really good. They have a good like crisp on the outside with gooey on the inside feel. Also that day I made some Irish soda bread for a St. Patrick's Day party that my family was having. So I ate some of that for breakfast. I'll show it again, but I didn't film me baking it. I'm sorry. But I also had some oatmeal for breakfast because my parents had minute oats at their house. I added some blueberries that they had. had that seemed like they needed to go soon. Some of the maple syrup, some salt, of course, and some sun butter. And then I was putting together a vegetarian protein to bring also to the St. Patrick's Day party. So I know red onion wouldn't really be the best onion for this, but I'd rather have red onion than no onion, you know? So that's what we're working with. I should have brought my onion from home, but I thought she'd have onions here. Okay, I just microwaved these with some water so they would like be cuttable. I'm gonna cut them gently so I don't just completely squish them. And then I'm gonna saute those first until they're like, you know, how well on them. I'm gonna use butter instead of oil to cook. I'm gonna do bigger chunks. I think I already changed my mind. Whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. And then this cabbage, I don't want all of it. I just want some. I'll use the rest for something. I just want the flavors in there, you know? I think that's good. And then we have these baby carrots that I want to use. And then I'm gonna add another carrot. I guess these look like they need to go anyways. You know what? I don't know anything at all about Irish cuisine. I realized that when I was supposed to make like a protein for this, I was like, am I supposed to actually make like something Irish because I don't know anything and I was just gonna use what I could find in the kitchen. But what I did do was I did ask Google what kind of seasonings and herbs Irish people like to use a lot. So I kind of took inspiration from that. She did say Irish people love rosemary. If I have any Irish viewers, let me know, is that true? I just was like trying to make something quick. I'm just gonna make something that looks good. Okay, I don't know, I have limited options. My parents have a rosemary bush, so I grabbed some of that. And what I can say was it was delicious. It's really just like a stew with some stuff in there. Oh, and I did use caraway seeds, because that's like an Irish thing, right? I hope so. Beautiful. I just finished these. They're all right. And then I dumped the crumb on here. I dumped the crumb. Everywhere I look now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Anyways, this is my soda bread. I took home this much. I made a lot. It came out pretty good. I made some mistakes because I tried to make three separate loaves because I wanted them different. And I tried to like separate ingredients 3 ways, which was a really bad idea. It's really good though. It's like every time I think I mess it up, and I probably do, but it's still good. I'm gonna have some raisin ones for breakfast. To be honest with you, I don't know what to have for breakfast. Well, I could have oatmeal again, but I don't really feel like it. But I really like, it makes me really want to make like more iterations of soda bread. It's so easy to make. And every time I say soda bread, I think of R.I.P. Joe Biden. Soda! So, I want to make like cinnamon raisin soda bread or like other flavors. Yeah, everyone should try soda bread. It's fun. It's like cake if cake were bread. But that makes it sound like it's like sweeter than it is. Sometimes you just gotta bread and butter. You just gotta bread and butter, you know? I had some leftovers of my St. Patrick's Day stew, which I had with my leftover rice. And I mean, this stuff was absolutely delicious. Like, I would definitely make this again, whether it's Irish at all or not. They had some poppies left over from like a party, I think, so I've been drinking them. Just by the way, I don't actually like the grape one. I don't like grape flavor, but I know no one else is gonna drink it, so I'm doing it. I actually don't like it, but I don't hate it. Last meal of the video, we're making a tofu stir fry with that old tofu that was in the freezer forever. It's very spongy, which I think some people wouldn't like. I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite texture of tofu, but it does absorb sauce really well. So we're using the veggies that we have, plus 1 carrot from my parents' house. I get to finish up the cabbage tonight. Woo! I put all the tofu in the pan and don't touch it for like a good 5+ minutes on medium, just until it's like browned sufficiently, and then I turn over each one individually to make sure they all get the opposite side browned, and then I just kind of stir it up and then set it to the side, and then I do my veggies in order of how fast or long they take to cook, and then I push them all to the side and put the tofu back in the middle so I can put the sauce like directly on the tofu. It's like I want to be able to taste the veggies. The veggies don't need as much sauce on them, but the tofu needs the sauce, you know what I mean? And I finished off my leftover rice, and this was delicious. It was a very simple stir fry. I was like finishing and uploading a video this night, so I kind of just wanted like a quick meal, but I really needed to use this stuff up. And that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this one. I feel like I haven't done a what I eat in a week, like everything I eat in a week type video in a long time. I always have a hard time filming these because I literally just forget to film things all the time. It's hard for me to like remember, but I think I did pretty good in this video. There was just several like little chips or little poppy beverages that I stole from my parents' house. Stuff like that is like, I don't really want to show you like each time I eat a chip. Like, I don't think you guys really need to see that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you like me, and comment if you have something to say. I hope you ate something delicious today and have a good rest of it.